were there picking up the alcohol. When I was scaling out, they told me that I had to go back because I was too late to leave. Which, that's the only time you hear it unless you're doing a recycle load too, a cardboard load. If you're too late to leave, you're going back to get more on. So that's what happened. They cut me in a little bit of time, but it's fine. Because now I'm on this load. I went to go pick up this load for Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. And so I went to go pick that up. It was a preload, so it's already... No, actually, well, it was supposed to be a preload, but I got there too early. They were still loading the trailer when I got there. So, yeah, it's like, thanks, guys. So, I've already done these stores before. Like, if they'd ever do a Bass Pro and Cabela dedicated account, I'd hop on it real quick. But fortunately they don't. They only do like Costco, DSG, Dick's Sporting Goods is what I mean by DSG. There's a Walmart right down here too. So fun stuff. I'm going to get up here. I'll turn here. So, turn on here. And so, like I said, I've done these stores before, so I know where I gotta go. And I know with this store in particular, I believe I have a video on this store as well. I can back into the bay, so should be good. But always gotta check and make sure that it's okay, because I don't know if they have a person coming in at 6 or not. I don't know that. We'll find out. Beat me to it. I'm your tomorrow morning. Okay. So you guys don't mind if I back to the dock? Just keep the doors closed?
Yeah, just keep the doors closed and just don't leave the trailer. Yeah, don't use the door.
Yeah. Alright.
Like if you leave.
Yeah. Alright.
So yeah, you can stay there, you can stay up front.
Okay.
They'll be here. They come in at 8, so.
Yeah, I think that's when they had me say.
Yeah. So. We don't come in till 8 o'clock. They'll let you a couple minutes after.
That's fine.
They'll come strolling right around 8 o'clock.
Alright, thanks, sir. Yep, so it is. Always make sure though, because sometimes they change their policies on it. Stay out front. No, thank you. No, thank you. Some of these stores are actually pretty nice because they know you have their shit, and so they'd rather be nice to you than, you know, tell you to screw off. I mean, the only people who I think, I haven't done Walmart loads, but I know sometimes Walmarts can get really really mad at you for parking at a door or anything, because I know it's I know, like the Walmart down the road from me, from my house, they have a dedicated parking area for trucks, but it's legitimately super, super tough to get up in it. So it's like, how do you expect us to park there? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. But I'll see you guys later because she's getting pissy. So I'll see you. Alrighty. I just got unloaded. Took about 30 minutes. And now we are off to our next location, which is in Maine. See how well this goes. Like I said, these aren't my first time coming to these locations. Honestly, I'd rather be doing I'd be doing more Bass Pro Cabela's if I had the chance to, but unfortunately I don't, so. Tired. I've been super tired this whole week. Anyway, so they don't have me on another load or anything yet, so I might just chill over at the Cabela's for a little bit. Take Stella out, and then I don't know if they have anything around here. I can't remember if they do or not, but should be there around 10:30, depending on traffic. Traffic's good, then should be there in about an hour and a half, sometimes. But anyway, so I got some news for you guys, but I don't want to say it now, just in case if it falls out or not. I don't think it will, but well, I'll just tell you this: I'm seeking for a new job. It's not that I hate driving. It's just I can't keep up with being out here for 3 weeks. And then having to, or being able to go home for only 3 days at most. Like, that's not okay. Like, I understand, everybody out here, old school trucking, they're out here for months on end, sometimes years on end. you right now, that's not feasible. I won't be able to pay that. I mean, it's not. So, no matter what type of stuff that they threw at me at this company, I still took it in. Just like what my dad has trained me to do is no matter what people throw at you, take it and throw it back pretty much. And so I'll take it, and then me leaving is throwing it back all back at them. The early mornings, delivery, or late nights, 10 p.m. drops, or live unloads, I should say, forcing me to have to park, not in a suitable space for a truck driver to be parking. I understand that's all part of trucking and all, but these guys, this company knows that I'm a morning operator, I'm not a night driver, so winter weather. Okay. So they know that, like, if they give me a nighttime live unload, they know that I'm going to be shutting down right after. But, it's just, typically 200 to 300 pounds over on my steers. That's just because, you know, the fifth wheel isn't properly set. I don't want to mess with the fifth wheel, so I'm going to leave it. I'm going to keep it there until DOT tells me otherwise. But it's always been like that with any heavy loads, you know, anything above 48,000 pounds. It's always, at most, it's 300 off, 300 above legal. But everything else scaled out pretty well this morning before even scaling with my tandems, because I noticed yesterday driving up, I was most definitely heavy on my tandems, so I moved them closer, moved them up, and moved them up, which was a good thing because now I'm 31,360 on the drive and 31,280 on my tandems. So I could have left them where they were, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to risk being over on the tandems. So play it safe all the time. It's the game. That's the one rule of the game you gotta do. So, no matter what, you gotta play it safe. Any load above 34,000 pounds, always scale. Never skip the chance to scale, because if you're 34 or 35,000 pounds loaded, and you go through a weigh station and you're off, well, that could be a good ticket for you. So, a little bit more info on what I was talking about the other day. Come May, I most likely am going to be leaving this company. I just realized last night actually that they gave me a last minute safety point thing. So how this company works is if you're following too close, you're on the red, do this, they give you points on it. And ever since January, I have gotten no points, none whatsoever. And all of a sudden I look and I got 26 points out of nowhere, which screwed up my monthly bonus. So that's just what our safety team likes to do. You know, they're not CDL holders. They don't know anything about trucks. They just follow a script on the screen, or follow, you know, whatever their bosses tell them to do, which pisses me off the most. So you know, it's whatever. But come later on this month, I got an interview for a concrete truck driver. It's technically a CDLB requirement, but you know, as I was saying, the the hiring manager, legitimately was telling me that I'm practically overqualified for this job, and he wants me bad. So, we'll take a look at it. I'll keep you guys posted. If anything, this channel, I'll keep this channel up, but I'll start doing videos based on the new job. Whether it be the concrete job, or I have another place that's reaching out to me. It's a daily home daily truck driver, so I'll be in a day cab instead of a sleeper. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'll try to get some videos posted out when I'm back home, and on how much more stuff I gotta move into my house. I mean, there's not a lot more. I mean, I got the major stuff moved, but I still got a little bit more stuff to move in. And then comes down to having to look for there early, I get there early. There's no harm, no foul. But it's nice out. It's 70 degrees out. And yeah, we got. I think that's the second motorbike I've seen. But I'm in. I'm so gonna butcher this name because I've never heard of this city before, and I live in this state. We're in Methuen, Massachusetts. Again, I'm gonna butcher it. I don't know it. I never heard of it. But yesterday wasn't too bad. It was like 80 degrees out. Sorry, brain fart. So this load is a PNG load. not your first language, try a little bit harder to make understanding of it, because when I read it, I don't